Okay, we're back for another tournament game. And it looks like, unfortunately, this round we're going fourth, so one of the worst positions you can go for sure. Taking a look at this opening Imperium row. Actually, let's see who we have leader-wise here. So we have some strong ones. Honestly, probably the Beast here out of everyone, which is kind of nice. There's definitely a tier drop after the Beast. Taking a look at this opening Imperium row, we have Shifting Allegiances, which is amazing, as is Sayadina. Sayadina is very good. We have Jameis, who's also solid. Assassination mission's okay. Honestly, some synergy with Jameis, and then Spice Hunter's just fine. Flagship, late game. Chamarchy, also late game. And detonation devices can be nice for a combat-oriented strategy here. Face There and Snare Initiate, I really like. I think it's good to get some early faction access in your deck. And then Twisted Mentat probably won't be bought. It's just a little too expensive for what it does. As for the leader we're going to go with here, I think it has to be the Beast. They're just the strongest leader available out of these. There's an argument to be made for Armada Kaz with their ring, able to acquire a card that costs 2 or less. Especially with a bunch of strong power cards sitting in the 2-3 spot. The only problem is it does, you know what, maybe I do go with Kaz here. The Beast is so good, but if I can hit the 50-50, draw the ring in the opening hand, I'm in great shape. The only downside is if you don't draw the ring, then you do feel a little bit bad about it. So I think I will still end up going for the Beast. Chief looking like they're getting a little impatient. Fair enough. Yeah, I think it's, the Beast is just too good. I have a lot of experience with the Beast as well, and I don't feel like playing the 50-50 game with Armada Kaz. I could see Saitel. I think Kaz is definitely the next leader to go. I wouldn't be surprised if someone maybe bombs the row early on here to stop Kaz. I wouldn't hate that move, but we'll see if they actually end up doing it. Okay, so it looks like we were right about Armada Kaz going second. So in first position, we have Duke Leto Atreides, getting a discount on green spaces and being able to use the ring to climb with faction spots. Very good leader overall. Also have Paul Atreides in second place. A solid all-around leader. Doesn't do anything insanely well, but does do some good things. Armada Kaz is going to be great using their Signet Ring to acquire some of these really good 3-cost cards. And then we have the Beast, starting with additional resources, and my ring gives me some additional troops. Hopefully we get a good starting hand here, and you know what? It's okay. We get a lot of faction access, which is good. The opening combat is a skirmish combat for a victory point, so we'll see how involved people want to get for that. None of the super S tier leaders besides the Beast, but we don't have an Ilbon, we don't have a Tessia, and we don't have a Baron. We start out with an experimentation for Duke Leto. They'll head on over to Smuggling. A standard first play, almost always getting taken. We'll see if Armada Kaz ended up drawing their ring here. We have a Reconnaissance here for green. They'll head on down to Arakeen, draw a card, get a troop. They do know what the top card of their deck is with Prescience, so they do know what they're getting. I wonder if they throw all 3 in here. Wouldn't be surprised. I wonder... Okay, and they'll throw in 1. Oh, throw in 2. Okay. Nope, just throwing the 1. They'll limp in here. We are last act, which is really nice for combat purposes. We have a Reconnaissance here for green. They'll just head on over to Carthag, get a troop and an intrigue. I wouldn't be surprised if they decide to commit heavily for this combat now. Yeah, they'll throw all 3 in, which is a nice position for us to be. Oh, okay, looking like they'll just limp in 2. Okay, 3. So we'll go last here, and we have both of our faction accesses, so we can slam Hardy last to act with our dagger, which is nice once we see what yellow reveals here. I think with our first action, we take Fold Space. I think it's really nice to deny Duke Leto the possibility of getting shipping early, and getting the Fold Space cards in your deck is just, I think, pretty nice. The other option for us here, go Seek Allies, get the water, so that we can grab Haga Basin next round. And then we go Conspiring. There's another line of play for us here. Maybe I do for the water, actually. Do I limp in a troop if I get the water? Maybe. There's a chance I want to reveal early here, too. Do we take the Fold Space, or do we give it to Duke Leto? Duke Leto probably wants to go Wealth most of the time, but if they're going to get the free Wealth play, they will go for it. This would only give us 2 Persuasion behind as well, which makes it a little bit harder. Yeah, I feel like I'm thinking the Fold Space is going to be the optimal move here. Yeah, let's just take the Fold Space. Let's take the faction access. We'll go there with our Seek Allies, trash a card, because we're getting more faction access in our deck anyway. And then we can take the best of the rest, because seeing 2 Reconnaissance out of my opponents makes me think they didn't draw their faction access. So I think we're going to be good to go on faction access. I think this Diplomacy is going to go to... you know what? They don't really have to go to Wealth here. They could just grab their Mentat now, too. Yeah, that's a play I would have expected out of them next. And it's kind of nice they gave us some information there. We know they are intending to make a play to one of the faction spots next. We could also consider revealing early here, which could be kind of interesting. But I think with our faction access in hand, we don't really want to do that. We have a dagger here. Oh, man. Poor Paul. They did not get a good opening hand. They probably have a lot of persuasion, though. So they'll maybe look to bomb the row here. Reveal of 3. Unfortunately, Akash did not get the ring to enable themselves to get Saidina here. Boundless Ambition comes off. That's just a great beast card, especially if we can get an alliance online. And they bomb the row immediately. Wow. Bombing after the reveal. Bold. So let's take a look at this no Imperium row here. We have 3 persuasion if we reveal right now. We could grab In the Shadows, which is an amazing card. Fern Grave, 2 for Hawa, and Guild Administrator. Honestly, a lot of decent cards here. Green is going to reveal before us, so we would get whatever's left over from green. We'd only have 2 persuasion, so that means we're likely getting a Guild Administrator here. The other option is we bomb this combat or go Seek Allies Limp in 2 to get 3 water if we really want to go crazy. A lot of options available to us here. Duke Leto does go behind us now. Do we just grab the water? Not revealing for In the Shadows does feel bad. It is such a strong card that I am tempted to. But I think getting the early resource generation is also like pretty strong for us here. Especially as the beast. And it lets us put in 2 troops, which would get us an additional water. So we'd be really set for water. We could endlessly go research station, try to get a really nice card next round. If we reveal now as well, we get 1 specimen, so we could grab a Face Dancer. Yeah, I actually do really like that. This combo in particular, Face Dancer with this is so strong for double bumps. I think we do reveal here, which is kind of crazy, but we have 3 in a specimen. We will take In the Shadows, which is such a strong card. Oh, Dissecting Kit comes off, damn it. And Face Dancer Initiate is also very good. So we'll see. I feel like our early reveal in a lot of games, but sometimes it's just so valuable. We have a Signet Ring here for Duke Leto. They will pay a spice to climb with the guild track. We do go before them in turn order, so them getting shipping access, if we have it, isn't as good. And they do get the Limp in 1 troop for a potential 1 spice reward. Reveal of 5 and 2 specimens for green here. So I am glad that we made the blocking play. The Dissecting Kit is so good. They're going to go for Thufir instead, but I actually think a Dissecting Kit into maybe a Guild Administrator would have been better. This card is just so good. It can generate victory points. Thufir is a good all-around card. It gives you more access in card draw, but I think it's just not as good, crazily enough. And now, unfortunately, red gets the Dissecting Kit. And Water Peddler comes off, another really good card. Yellow is the only one with an intrigue card. They do get a pretty free victory point here, and they will pass. So we have a lot of faction access in our deck now. We have a full space of Diplomacy and a Face Dancer Initiate. We have a big reveal this round, too. Both of our convincing arguments. Yep. Unfortunately, no faction access does feel a little bit bad. But it's okay. I'd imagine a smuggling play here from green. Maybe a fold space play if they're feeling spicy. But definitely one or the other, usually. We're obviously hoping that smuggling's left open to us. We have a Diplomacy here for green. They will go to fold space. Okay, makes sense. We have a Diplomacy here for yellow, so now they have all their faction access. They will go to Seek Allies. So their coordination ability, unlikely to fire this round. Especially because they have no Solari. We get smuggling here, which is amazing. We'll take this every time. We'll head on over to smuggling. We'll take our Solari, get a bump. Now, if we get back there next round, which is honestly not super unlikely, we're in good shape. We do get 1 experimentation bump here, which we will take. We really want to reshuffle with this hand, so we're hoping Arakine's available to us. We have a Seek Allies here for red. Maybe a Wealth play. Green and yellow are going to want to dump as much of their faction access as possible, given their bad first round. So if I'm red, I'm definitely aiming to use my faction access here. I think a Wealth would be a really nice play, so you can get your Solari, so you can continue to use your discounts to go to Mentat. But actually looking like they're going to grab some spice here instead. They'll play their experimentation. They'll head on to the Haga Basin and get 3 spice. Maybe just eyeing up being able to use their ring in the future. The combat is Siege of Arakeen for a victory point and Solari for the other places here. We have a Signet Ring here to Carthag for green, so they're going to draw a card and get an intrigue. Wonder how heavily they commit to this combat. We actually don't know what's in their discard. I don't remember how many daggers they revealed. That is something I need to do a better job paying attention to for sure. They put in 3. I think we hard commit for this one. Try to get a victory point with our Signet Ring. We're really hoping that Arakeen is left open to us here by yellow. We're definitely sad if it's not. Uh-oh, there's the ring. Did they play the Arakeen? Oh, they grabbed spice. Excellent. So they grab 1 spice. They will acquire Water Peddler and gain a water. Our move here, we will play Signet Ring. We will go to Arakeen. We really want to reshuffle our deck now that all of our power cards are in here. Maybe we should have nuked, they say. We gain a card and shuffle our deck. Diplomacy is not really what we wanted to see. In the Shadows would have been the best, but what are you going to do? We do get a bonus troop for our ring. And we can come over the top here. Only red has moved behind us. And I think we do take this combat down. We have one dagger, so green has to have a combat card. And even if they do, getting the Solari as a consolation is never bad here. We have a Seek Allies here for red. Do they? Okay, yeah, they go to Wealth. Their other option is to try and come over the top of this combat, but obviously I don't like that play as much as someone who just committed to this combat. Reveal here, 4 and a dagger, so they are going to get the Firm Grip or the Smuggler's Thopter. I think Firm Grip is so good. Or Gunthopter if they really want to go crazy on combat. Looking like the Smuggler's Thopter, which would have been my third priority of them, but I guess green has high hopes of getting back to fold space soon, so it's reasonable for sure. Yellow's reveal here. They get some really good options to go with. 3 and a dagger, so they actually don't really hit any of the good stuff. Maybe Guild Administrator? But instead, they're going to grab an Arrakis Liaison. Okay. Our reveal. We have 5 and a dagger. So we go ahead of green. Well, we still are ahead of green, rather. With 5 here, do we take the Firm Grip, put even more passive faction access into our deck? Or do we get the Gunthopter and say we are going to war? I really like the Gunthopter play. And we have a lot of good faction access in our deck now. And we're the Beast, who's just so good at combat here. The only downside is, do we want to let Duke Leto get Firm Grip? And I don't think we do. That's actually quite bad for us here. I'm actually wondering, do we bomb the row? See if we can just get lucky. Get something insane here. We could go crazy right now. And that also takes care of our Firm Grip problem. Yeah, let's do it. Let's see what we get. Full greed. Honestly, I feel like Negotiate Withdrawal is really nice for us here. I'll take it. I think I'd rather have the Gunthopter or the Firm Grip, but it does deny the... oh, baby, long reach. This would be great for us if we could actually get there. We got a troop behind, and we have our Negotiated Withdrawal troops in reserve, so I'm feeling okay about it. Let's see what red decides to do here. Reveal of 5, so they actually don't hit there. They're getting atomics now. See if they can get anything good. Oh, and they miss pretty hard here. I think Lisan Al-Gaib is probably the best option, but not what you're hoping for. Honestly, I would like to see an Imperial Shock Trooper play. I think Imperial Shock Trooper can be pretty good if you get the daggers rolling. I don't think they're loving many of their options here. With 5 to buy, they don't have any Lisan Al-Gaib synergies as far as other Bene Gesserit cards in their deck. They do get the Spice for it, and it gives them a little bit of Feminine access, but it still doesn't feel too good. I don't know. I'd be tempted for the Imperial Shock Trooper play. Just go crazy on combat. There's detonation devices in the tech row. You can grab Dreadnoughts. I think that's actually a really nice path to victory for them. It feels a little bit bad when you have the Beast going ahead of you to go for a heavy combat strategy, but I still think it's pretty good. Yeah, they're not happy with their options. This is obviously not what you're hoping for when you bomb the row at 5. Looking like they're going to grab the Lisan Al-Gaib instead. Fair enough. Oh, another Negotiator comes off. But obviously they don't have enough for it. They'll take their Spice, though. They will grab the Missionaria. Okay. So they have a little bit of Bene Gesserit synergy now for their Lisan Al-Gaib. Green passes, so we are in good shape. Okay, we pass, so we get the victory point here. And we get our flag on Arakeen, which is excellent for us here. Hopefully yellow doesn't block smuggling, but it's okay if they do. We're fine with going full space as well. Honestly, we'll take the best of the rest here. So this isn't online for us yet, so we will just be revealing it. The combat is Siege of Carthage, another city combat coming off here. The downside when we have Negotiated Withdrawal is we don't want to be shipping it on combats and losing all of our garrison troops. I'd imagine our play is going to be fold space here. We don't actually have yellow access unless we use our fold space. So we have to go fold space with Face Dancer Initiate, unfortunately. But they are going to block the smuggling play, which I'm fine with. Actually, I'll take shipping access. It's better for me. And I think we go there with our dagger, because we're probably not putting troops in this round anyway. So we might as well take the persuasion. So we will play our Face Dancer Initiate with our dagger. Head on over to fold space. Get another fold space point. Get our first point of the game. And set up for a nice shipping play next. Ton of faction access in our deck as the Beast, so we should be able to get all of our friendship points. We got a victory point combat. There is a world if no one decides to go into this combat, we just take another combat victory point and just pass up on shipping this round. If our opponents are going to play very passively, we do have to take the free points, but we'll see what they decide to do. I'd imagine we see a Signet Ring play here from Duke Leto to catch up with us on the guild track. It would also force us to go shipping if they don't want to get it. We might end up seeing our first Sayadina round from Armada Kaz here. They have the 3 water. There's the Signet Ring. So I think they are going to put us on having it now. Or force us to have it, rather. They go to Carthage, so hopefully we can see someone go to Arakeen here to give us that 1 Solari we need. Take the entry card. Probably Limp in the troop. Yeah, they will. They will chase us on the guild track. We have a dagger play here. Okay, he's grabbing a Dreadnought. Can't afford the detonation devices yet, so a little bit awkward in that regard. I would have actually liked to have seen a Haka Basin play so they could also pick up detonation devices at the same time. I think that might have been a little bit of a miss, but whatever. Green's going to arm up for more of a combat-oriented strategy this game. Diplomacy here for yellow, so they're not going to get their coordination off ability again, which does feel a little bit bad. They will deny us the Hardy Warriors play to take the combat, which I'm fine with. especially now that green has a troop and a dreadnought behind. Although we can kind of make a play that they don't have a combat intrigue card because they would have played it last round for sure. But we'll just take fold space here. We'll take our shipping. We will go up and down. Take our 2 troops. We will draw our card. We will draw our card with fold space. Getting a southern accent here. We have experimentation. We'll put that back. We are always taking the Solari here. And now, do we go for the alliance with the guild with red hot on our tail? Or do we try to go somewhere else? Could go Benny, especially within the shadows. I think that's a safer alliance to go for here. Yeah. I don't like Duke Leto's getting a little too attached. Like, I think we have a lot less pressure if we go here. And it gets us the victory point now. And we do want to get a safe alliance with the Beast. And I feel like the Bene Gesserit tend to be a safer alliance. So considering we have in the shadows and everything, we will concede the guild alliance race this time. And I think that's everything, right? We have a dissecting kit with a dagger for red. They will go to Mentat. They can trash their dagger here, and they do, to get a specimen. Such a good card. So flexible. We have an experimentation here for red. They will grab the spice now. Get their dreadnought and their troop in. Might be a very cheap combat for them. They have 1 dagger showing, unfortunately for them. Makes them a little bit less combat able. But yellow doesn't have a dagger. Okay. They do reveal another water. This with Sayadina is going to be broken. I think yellow's our biggest competition now. Especially if they can actually start trashing cards with their coordination and thin down their deck to play Sayadina over and over again. Like, they are going to be very scary. Honestly, in that regard, I'm a little surprised they went for the Hardy Warriors play when they have Sayadina. I'd be tempted to just keep on smacking still suits over and over again and get a ton of water, and then Sayadina's a point every single round. But I guess with the Water Peddler, you can play a little bit more, a little greedier. But they also knew green had the Dreadnought here, which makes their play a little bit riskier as well. We will reveal. We have a bump with the Bene Gesserit, which will get us another victory point. We have a Specimen. And we have 2 to buy here. Bounty Hunter is a very solid card. It gives us a dagger as well. But I don't know if I want to thicken up my deck too much here. I'm feeling pretty good. Do I want to guarantee myself access as the Beast to the blue spots? How big is our deck, actually? We have a decent amount of Persuasion. This is a temporary card. I might end up passing on this, even though it is... you know what? Bounty Hunter's so... I feel like I actually do take it just to guarantee myself Research Station access later. But we want to be seeing our In the Shadows and our Faction access as much as possible. So we know what we are going to pass. Screw it. Let's not dilute our deck. We have a Diplomacy here for Duke Leto. They will go to Still Suits, get a water for themselves, sit up for that great flat spice. We'll see if yellow decides to take it before them. We have a reveal of 3 and an Intrigue card for green here with 3 Persuasion. Imperial Shock Trooper, I think, is what they have to go here. They have the Dreadnought. They're going Insano combat mode. Just fully commit. Oh, and they do. So we have to remember they have this for sure. They become very threatening if they go to a faction spot. And they grab Twisted Mentat. Okay. Green's going crazy here. I love it. Usually this is not purchased. They do reveal Contaminator for red, which is scary. Very good card. Ooh, and Face Dancer. Okay, so red getting some very good cards here. Gola comes off. We don't really have any good cards that synergize with Gola. In the Shadows isn't bad. Could get 2 bumps with it, but other than that, we don't really have anything insane to go with it. So we'll see if we actually end up buying it. We're the only ones with Specimens right now. Oh, they keep buying stuff too. They also got a Bounty Hunter. So their deck is very thick now, which I guess they do have a source of trashing, so it's okay. Looks like yellow passes, so green is going to get the freest victory point of their lives. They do have to send off their Dreadnought now, and they will send it off to the Imperial Basin. Ooh, they'll block us. They don't want us to get us that free Solari here, which, fair enough. I think that's a good block. I think we, I'm very tempted to go smuggling here, actually. See what we get. Ooh, Negotiated comes off as well. Damn, blocking that play is really big for them. We could go shipping and go up and down. Do we think anyone ever collects here? Is the question. Red has a smuggling play here. Actually, red goes shipping too. Red either has smuggling or shipping to get their Swordmaster this round. So I actually feel pretty inclined to block the shipping play from them. Yeah, I can't let red start getting shipping access. They will get the Swordmaster before us, which is unfortunate, but the other 2 shouldn't be able to get there before us. So I don't think we're missing it by too big. One consideration would be going up and down immediately and taking the Solari, but that also gives red the Swordmaster before us. So that is not a good play here. So we will go here and we will go up. We'll force red to go smuggling first and then go there. If this was open, we could have considered going Signet Ring, getting our Solari, and then going Swordmaster, which would have been fun, but you can't always get what you want. We have an experimentation here. So we get our bump here. We will just take the Beetle bump. Go down. Seems reasonable. We definitely want to commit our troops so we can get off a sweet little withdrawal. We have a Face Dancer here. So red actually probably going to go Wealth. with Contaminator. Okay, I like it. They get both of these cards immediately. It's very good for them. These two synergize nicely. Although, you know, like going from it isn't bad with this card. But I'd imagine a wealth play here so they can get Swordmaster. I honestly think it'd be a mistake to go anywhere else. Oh, okay. I guess this is also fine. Set up to get their High Council seat at some point as well. Yeah, okay. No spice now for Signet Ring, which is the downside to this play, but I guess they don't really mind. And it gives them some troops in reserve and stuff like that, so it's okay. I'm really hoping someone green or yellow goes for the Smuggling Collect here. That would be juicy for us. We have a Thufir Hawa here for green. They're just going to go to wealth, it looks like. Or still suits. Or wealth. They'll go to wealth. Gain a little bit of Solari, gain a card. Fair. Nobody diving into this combat yet. Yellow's turn. They will play their Sayadina. Finally comes out. Send in a troop. So my options would be smuggling, which honestly wouldn't be bad, but I think we hold off. We want to get troops in this combat, use our negotiated withdrawal value. And yeah, I think that's just better here. Where do we go? Carthag or Arakeen? Do we want to draw right now? We have 8 cards in our deck remaining. Drawing in the shadows would be nice, of course. But I think getting some intrigue cards would also be really good for us here. And we don't need to draw, right? Yeah, I like it. Let's get some intrigue going. The only downside to this play is this would give green a Solari, which would put them at the 5. If they limp into the combat, that's 7. So I guess we only get punished if they can get 1 Solari from smuggling this round. And then we would lose Swordmaster for another round. But I'm willing to take that risk, whatever. The intrigue is Bindu Suspension. Okay, not bad. We actually get another troop as well from our ring. So we can put in a max of 4 here, and we will. And we have a nice little garrison behind. We have a Dissecting Kit Reconnaissance play to Swordmaster. Yep, makes sense. They will trash out the Reconnaissance as well. So they are doing a nice job trashing their deck down. They have a nice victory point generators. Dissecting Kit and Contaminator accomplish similar things in that they're getting you beetle bumps. So they should be able to get this second victory point very easily from that track. If people are paying attention to the hand, they know that is a decent chance that I have my negotiated withdrawal, so committing to this combat would be kind of a nice reward for them. But they have no troops in garrison, so I also understand if they don't want to. Unfortunately, red does get the option to go behind us after we reveal, so they'll know how few troops we have into this. We have a fold space here for green. Where are they going to go? They're going to get themselves some Solari. Okay, they'll go to Arakeen. Go for the double draw. Get a troop in. They do get to see the top card of the deck. I mean, you're drawing it anyway. We have a Signet Ring here for yellow. Do they collect now? Looking like they might. Collect and go down. Take the Solari. Looking like they will. So green will get their Swordmaster before us as well, as will yellow. So we are last in line now, which feels a little bit bad, but I don't think there was a way, like a decent way for us to get there first. We would have had to take smuggling and go up to the top row and not collect on Solari, which I guess would have been fine, but I feel like we just have to give up too much doing that. So I'm fine with this play. We'll see if we get punished. We will reveal here. We will pull back 3 of our troops. Go back down to 3. We do get a bump for retreating those troops, though. We will take our bump with the Bene Gesserit. Work on getting our alliance. Power up our ring. Seems reasonable. Have the healthiest garrison out of anybody. See what red decides to do here. This is a free combat for an extra action and an intrigue card. So I feel like I'd be very tempted to go in on this one. The only downside is there isn't a great combat spot left. They could go... Okay, yeah, they'll collect some spice and put their troops in. Oh, yeah, they get that juicy great flat spice. Red has a very nice setup here. The only other person collecting water was yellow, and they need their water for the Sayadina, so red is sitting pretty now. Ton of resources. Really strong card composition. I think red and yellow are a big competition this game. Yellow just because they have the consistent point generation with Sayadina. Oh, they have a favorite subject as well, so they're going to work on getting this alliance. I actually don't like them playing that right now. I know they're going to get an intrigue card, which is why they feel the need to dump something, but playing this when you go to a combat spot to get the 2 troops to dump in, I think is really strong. So unless you have some other really good intrigue cards you don't want to waste, I'd be on the fence about that. Especially because you go first next round, too. So it's kind of hard for someone to secret steal from you. Like, you could have played this next round. Green reveals dagger. Oh, they bomb the row here. They have what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And Web of Power comes off, which is the buy every single time. So incredibly good here. And they will also take Imperial Spy, okay? Red's mad. So now everybody has a good card. Red has really good cards. I don't know what they're talking about. Dissecting Kit and Contaminator can both get you to a victory point, an extra victory point, which is so good. They reveal Lisa Nangaib. They do have the Fremen. So this is turned on. They get 2 daggers from that. So they will be taking this one. Let's fight. Me first. I will pass. Everybody passes around. We get 2 Solari for our trouble. Not really relevant. Next combat is Machinations, a huge one. Let's see what we get. So this is Red's opportunity to take shipping from us. And they will. They'll play their experimentation. Head on over to shipping. They got 4 actions this round. Double what we get. So incredibly good. The Dreadnought goes back to green. Yeah, you take shipping every single time here. Honestly, a lot of spice on the Haga Basin. I think we will go there if it's still available. But red will go up and down. They'll take their 2 troops. I'd imagine you take the spice at this point. They have plenty of Solari. And start working on that alliance with the guild. Yeah, red looking scary here. And they will play a Poison Snooper to draw at the end of their turn, which I don't love, but it's okay. Most of the time you're playing the experimentation to shipping. But oh, and they choose to trash their dagger. Okay, I like it. Their deck is getting nice and thin now with a lot of power cards. So actually, they're going to keep it. Yeah, no, get rid of it. The only downside is you've trashed both of your daggers at Duke Leto, and you want to be going Mentat pretty often. Swordmaster here for green. We are last in the Congo line now. Pretty big combat here. We could consider diving in on this. We have more troops than anybody. Only downside is red does have the option to go Highliner if they have the access. What's in their discard? Is it the Diplomacy is not in their discard. They do have Face Dancer, though. They have 3 cards left in the deck, so they most likely have it here. We have a Signet Ring play for yellow. They will go to Carthag and put in a troop. Quite reasonable here. I think we have to take the spice here. It's just too valuable. We could also consider denying Mentat. Another decent option to us here. Liat Kynes is in the row, by the way. Very scary card for someone else to get. We will be the second to reveal this round. And we have a decent persuasion hand. I really don't want to reveal early, though. At this point, we really need to be playing our faction access cards to get our friendships. I think we grab the spice first. Do we ever take Mentat here? I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think it's worthwhile for us here. If we grab the spice, we do give up the Hardy Warriors play to win the combat, which is a slight downside, but I think it's okay. It's just too much value. We need to take it before someone else does. So we get a bunch of spice here, which is really good for us. We get to put in 2 troops. We get to draw a card for playing our fold space. We get our experimentation, which we can reveal this round to get an entry card. I think that's it. Detonation devices with a full-scale assault in the row is very scary. We could consider buying that. We have a Missionaria here. For red, they will go to Arakeen. We get a Solari. Trying to decide if they want to commit for this. Unfortunately, this is not online, but we could see a Missionaria or at least an Algaïv next. We have a Seek Allies for green here. I think also, okay, well, before I talk about that, dispatch an envoy with a dagger. Yellow will grab more water. They're back up to 3 water, so that's a very nice setup for them. No one has been blocking them with still suits at all, including me, to be fair. We don't have green access. We could go, we have what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What is in our discard right now? We have a dagger. We don't have a convincing argument. We have our In the Shadows, which we'd like to draw. Now, would we like to draw it, actually? We might want to play it at this point. I'm considering going Selective Breeding, drawing 2 to try and hit our thing, but I think I have I have a dagger and a In the Shadows left, so we're never hitting it here. 2, 3, yeah. Never. Face Dancer Initiate Experimentation is kind of nice for us here. Where would we want to go, though? I think red not putting in troops when they go Arakeen is very telling that they're intending to Highliner on us. So I do not want to commit anything else to this combat at all. Maybe we just draw to reshuffle. What do we have in our deck right now? We have a lot of like high persuasion stuff in our deck. We can trash our dagger as well. So we would be playing 2 persuasion, going down to 4. Do we ever reveal early either is the question. I don't think so. And we have an extra draw here too. Because I think the full-scale assault detonation devices could be insane for us. Truly insane. So we can just try to swing for the fences and hit it here. And what else are we really doing with our spice, you know? The only downside is we wouldn't be able to go there with Face Dancer or their experimentation combo. We would have to go there with Diplomacy, which is okay. Leaves us with more persuasion behind too. Yeah, let's go for it. So we're going to go down to 2, 3, 4, 5. Draw no persuasion, and then we hit 7. So it's actually impossible for us to get there. So I'm being dumb right now. I wish I could have denied the water. Ugh, yeah, not a really great option for us here. Maybe we just go secrets. But we kind of want to thin out our deck, I think. So I might still end up just going. Yeah, let's go secrets here. Let's just get our alliance online. I think it's okay. And then we guarantee our dagger next round. And we do want to see these cards again. We don't want to reshuffle without any of our faction access. So let's take our alliance. We get 2 intrigue cards here. Ooh, that would be nice. Possible. We get our victory point. We'll get some water back next round. I'm okay with this play. And then we have our In the Shadows next round as well. Unfortunately, we can't play with Face Dancer Initiate, but we still have the 5 Persuasion in case Yellow missed here. Yellow only has 3 cards and no High Council. So there's a chance they can't even afford the Liat Kynes. Red and green both have an action left, so they would have to early reveal if they want to get it. We don't have much Fremen in our deck currently, but if we get Liat Kynes, we could consider grabbing some Arax Liaisons here. Just having an endgame objective. We have 2 friendships left on the table too. We have to start hitting the Fremen and the Emperor. We have a Bounty Hunter here for red, potentially eyeing up going to Carthag, getting some troops in. Maybe I should have committed more troops just to force the Highliner here. Is another thought. Okay. There we go. So we don't have to force anything. I did expect this play. And that's why it's good to pay attention to your opponent's options here. Because if we went Hardy Warriors and like full committed for this, like we would have felt really bad. Let's be honest. Red is going to take a greedy line here. and only commit 4 when we have 3 entry cards. I mean, we know that they're guessing right, but still. Greedy, greedy. Poison Snooper here for greed. I guess there are 2 of these in the Intrigue deck, because Red also played one of those this game. And we have a Twisted Mentat with a Signet Ring. So they're going to grab another Dreadnought here. Oh, and Detonation? Oh, they do grab Detonation. Okay, and another. Okay. So green has a game plan here. And they have wealth, but they don't have any troops in. But they can pull back their unit. So they are going to have a lot of daggers from hand here. I actually think they beat red. Red has to hard commit now. Red was too greedy. Oh, they hit the Leah Khans. They had both of their convincing arguments. Damn, 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 damn. What do we get here? This isn't online for us, but we might want to just deny. Let's reveal our hand. We have 5 and a specimen. Oh, I can't believe yellow had the 5. Gross. Such a big deck, too. We get a specimen. I think we just spend the specimen to... Actually, do we even spend it? We could grab Gola. We don't really have anything that synergizes super well with Gola, though. So I don't feel strongly about it. It's a little bit awkward now. Imperial Bashar is an option. If we have all of our daggers left, too. But I think our backup plan was going to go Spice from Slow Strat. None of these really get us there. Guild Ambassador is kind of anti-synergy, and I don't think we ever take this alliance away from red at this point, especially with them winning Machinations now. Well, actually, green's going to win Machinations. We could consider Trusair, get a little bit more faction access. We don't love getting more Bene Gesserit access, though. So it'd pretty much just be for the wealth access and the green access. I don't know here. I don't love Imperial Bashar. Oh, yeah. Green did get the pullback there. Troop. Makes sense. Ugh. Yeah, I don't think I'm grabbing Gola at this stage, especially because we're not... we can't even put it on top of our deck. Organ Merchants. Trusair is my real decision point here, as is Imperial Bashar. Green's looking very strong combat, though, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to take them down, which makes me less inclined to go for this. So maybe I just pass here. I think I do. Is that crazy? Do I want the Trusair? It does, actually, I will take a Trusair because it does help us dig through our deck. Other memory comes off. That is pretty good for red, but it's fine. It gives us access to the Emperor, which we will want to be going there to try and get our point there. Luckily, we get shipping still. Red is... We're hoping green goes in on this combat so they can get off their detonation devices. Green's looking very scary now, by the way. Early reveal here from red. Ooh, greedy, greedy. They are not remembering the cards that green has here. I think you needed to have played this to Carthag. They're going early for this Guild Ambassador, which is a victory point generator for them. You grab the Guild Ambassador every single day of the week. I didn't feel like denying this, if I'm being honest. It's just too slow for me. If I could have bombed, I would have, but I don't have it anymore. They're looking at how big their deck is. You get the Guild Ambassador, it gets you at least 1 point throughout this game. No one's chasing you on that lines. Yeah, Greedy says that Ambassador right. So now, they early reveal for it, which is very greedy. They're going to lose this combat 100% of the time. All green has to do is get these 2 in. They reveal the card that gives you 1,000,000 daggers with wealth, and they're going to win. Unless red has an intrigue card. There it is, 5 daggers. So they go from 6 to 11 here. Incredible. Such a good card. That's why you really have to make note of when green goes wealth. They only have, what, 3 to buy? Considering the Organ Merchants here, I don't like that at all. I wouldn't even buy. Maybe Gene Manipulation would be the one I would buy. Just to thin your deck down a little bit. Your deck's getting a little bit thick. But I'm not buying anything as green. I feel like you're content now. Holtzman Engine came off, by the way. This could be a buy for us. We are sitting at 5. Full pivot into Spice and Slow Strats. Okay, green bought nothing. We are in the battle phase. Oh, they play the Finesse to tie. Oh, that is what you want to see. Well done. Will green play anything? Okay, they tie. I get 3rd place for a water. Beautiful. That is the best case scenario for us. And they will also play Harvest Cells, gain a couple. Oh, you love to see it, baby. Let's go. A tie for Machinations. Nobody gets anything good. Red commits 4 troops for that. Gets nothing. Green doesn't get their detonation off. Oh, win, win, win. Stitch Horror comes off. This is very nice. This we would be tempted to buy. The only reason we didn't spend our specimens last round, by the way, is because we didn't want to be secret stolen. If you're wondering why. Okay, not the best hand, but we do have a Bindu. Yellow grabs Swordmaster here, starting out every time. If they don't, do I get greedy and go shipping? Maybe. Maybe. I think actually a kind of cool heads up play for yellow would be skipping Swordmaster, seeing if we go shipping. We are so heavily incentivized to go shipping here because we want to get the Holtzman Engine by going up and down. Or we could honestly get a flagship. We have so much Lar at this point. We could just go insane combat mode. I forgot to get my Tleilax last round. Can I? Yeah, that's fine. Rewards are mandatory. I'm not going to be annoying about that. Okay, it's still green's move, though. Green really wants to get involved with combats now. Oh, they're going to play their dagger and go to Mentat. Okay. Interesting. Guess they got a bad hand. Swordmaster here every single time for yellow. Yep. Fair enough. We get it next round, which is fine. We go experimentation to shipping every single time here. Do we go up and down or down and up? I think we're always going up and down. Do we grab Holtzman Engine or Flagship? Flagship is a victory point generator for us. And gives us a bunch of troops, and we already have a bunch of Solari. The only downside is we can't grab the Solari because we'd have to grab the Spice. We could play Spuddy Melange, actually, and then we can grab Flagship and the Solari. Ooh, that feels good, actually. I think we do that every time here. Let's get our Flagship going and just become a true combat menace here. We go up and down because we don't even have a Spice Slow yet, so it's going to be a little bit before we get that online. We take our Experimentation. Master Tactician, not bad. We will play our Study Melange here, which also puts us below 3 intrigues. So we get 1 spice. We will take the Flagship here, which will set us down to 0 spice. But we do get a victory point, so I'll take that. Puts us up to 5. 2 permanent victory points here. Doing pretty good. Well, including our friendships and stuff, we have more, but still. Next up is Disposal Facility. Did we take our troops? We did not. We take the Solari here, just become a full-time combat menace with Flagship. And with our bump, I feel like with our bump, we need to go Wealth here. We can either go, yeah, I think we take our Emperor bump for sure. And then we can grab our other one in the shadows here, because we're going to want to be going to the Fremen spots. Pretty good. Okay, we have a nefarious setup right now with Flagship. Smuggling here for red. They'll set up for their next shipping turn. See what green decides to do here. Green could go heavy on this combat. We have a Twisted Mentat, so they get an extra action this round. They'll play with Experimentation. They're going to just try and get some troops in here. They'll go Air Keen, which gives us another Solari for our Flagship. So we are just dumping troops every round, for sure. We're just going crazy. Green really wants to get a combat win with a Dreadnought for detonation. So now we have an interesting conundrum here. Oh, they do pull it back. Okay. So they still have 3 actions left. Both of their Dreadnoughts are in. We could also consider just grabbing our High Council and chilling here, but that feels so slow. We have another Sayadina play. Nobody is intending to block yellow at still suits ever. We couldn't do it this round, but free points all the way around. Scary stuff. Such a good card. We have a Bindu Suspension here. We have 2 daggers behind 2. Do we? I think we play this. So here's the question. Are we going to Arakeen to draw, or are we going to Carthag to get an intrigue card? I kind of like the intrigue card play. If we do the intrigue card play, I think we want to play this to get it out of our hand, right? Just in case we draw something we can't play. Yeah, I like that. We really need more actions. And we have a lot of our green access right now. So if we draw our ring, we're feeling real bad about ourselves. Because then we can't even get Swordmaster next round. Yeah, I think we need to dive into this combat, though. And we definitely want to play our In the Shadows every time. We could also consider playing our In the Shadow. Yeah, no, but we want to get troops in, right? Yeah, let's get an intrigue card. So let's play Bindu Suspension first, because you have to do it at the start of your turn. We do grab Trusair, which is okay. It's another dagger for us. We can decide to skip if we want, but I think we just go in here. Take our Carthag now. We will go to Carthag. We'll get a troop and an intrigue. Water of Life is so good for us here. It's so incredibly good. We will put in 3. We will discard a card. We will get rid of our Convincing Argument here. Just because we're not buying anything this round anyway. So we can take a bump somewhere else. We will take it here to get a point. We go up to 6. And we're hoping we have enough to win this combat? Maybe? Oh, and we use our Flagship, duh. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think we can take from Specimen. Take 1 from Specimen, which we don't really need. We'll put all 3 of them in to go up to 12. Yeah, I like that round. Pretty good for us here. We're getting a lot of passive bumps as the Beast, which is huge, because usually it's the friendships that are the big sticking point here. We get to reveal 3 daggers plus another 3, so Green's going to have to commit here if they want to deny us. Unfortunately, they do have the Hardy Warriors play. Red went Diplomacy and trashed to Selective Breeding here, trashed their Experimentation, drew a bunch of cards. We have a Thufir Hawa for Green. Oh, they go to Wealth. That's not good. So they probably have the card that gives them 1,000,000 daggers here. And they're going to race Red for the Alliance, too, which is scary for Red. Seek Allies here for Yellow. They're going to go Secrets. Nobody has a secret stealing capability right now, which I'm fine with. Get rid of their Seek Allies here. We will reveal 3 daggers. So we go from 12 to 15. Hopefully we're good for this combat, but we shall see. We're obviously not buying anything. Signet Ring here for Red. They will just go to the Great Flat here. Shame. So Yellow does get the Hardy off here. So I don't think we beat them in this combat, despite our grand commitment of troops. Really nice thing, though. We drew our In the Shadows and both of our daggers, so we have a lot of high persuasion left in our deck. I think next round's going to be a Spice Must Flow round for us. It'd be really nice if we could win this so we get this off, is the real idea. Now having Swordmaster is definitely hurting, though. Green looks at the top card of their deck here. They might be digging to try and draw into the big sword generator. Like maybe they go Arakeen again here. It's just so hard to beat Green's sheer number of actions, right? Especially when they have such a big sword reveal. Winning this combat would be so big for us, though. They have a victory point, 2 intrigue cards. But here is the reconnaissance. I think they are trying to cycle into their sword card. How many cards do they have left in the deck? 6? Maybe they haven't drawn it yet. They're not committing the troops, which makes me feel really nice. Yeah, give up. Give up on this combat. Let me have it for free. Yes, they do. But though they have an action left, so it is possible they still go after this. We have a reveal of a water and a diplomacy. Getting Water Peddler with Sayadina feels like such a cheat code. We have a reveal of a dagger, a specimen, and 4. Oh, I forgot to buy my... It's fine. I need to stop forgetting to do that, though. It's really dumb. Forgot to get my my beetle bump. Because we are going to really need that victory point. In the shadow, or other memory buy for green or red. And they grab an Rex Liaison here. So they're just shaping up to try and get as many Spiceful Souls as they can. We have an experimentation here for green. Are they going to commit the troops now? Maybe. They will. Okay. We're scared. We're hoping... So they have 5 from that. So that would tie us up. So it would be enough to beat us. Yep, there's the daggers. Oh, they do have one extra one, too. I think we do have to commit our Master Tactician here. Force green to have it. They do get 2 troops from taking the alliance here. Oh, are they going to play an intrigue card to deploy those troops? They're thinking about it. It's honestly a big tell. Do they play the rapid? No, they don't. Okay, greedy. They think they can beat us without it, even though we have 3 intrigue cards. We will play this for 3. We'll force green to have the intrigue card. We know one of them isn't. Oh, they pass. Let's go. Okay. So we will play in the victor as well. So we get 3 spice. We get 2 intrigue cards here. Double cross is fine. And we also get economic positioning, which is turned on right now. We get a bump, which we will take with the Fremen. Start getting that point online. And we're feeling pretty good about ourselves now. We denied our victory point to green here. Combat 3s are coming up. Grand Vision is the combat, which is scary. We do have an alliance right now that isn't super well defended. High persuasion hand, though. And we have Water of Life to draw 1,000,000 cards. Can we end this round? Negotiated withdrawal would give us the point with the Fremen, which is 1. Spice and Soul would put us up to 8. Where are we getting another Otherborn here? We don't have the Beneath Laylax point, which is unfortunate for us. So I don't think we actually get there. So we might just end up grabbing our Swordmaster this round. I think we do. This is a Water of Life turn for sure, though. Now I'm pretty tempted to play into this. We have a smuggling here for yellow. I think we start out with our Water of Life here. See if we can hit the persuasion we need without hitting High Council, which would be ideal with economic positioning. Yeah, let's see what we get. There's both of our faction access. We will draw 1 more. In the shadows. Okay. So what do we have right now? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we actually do have enough. So a really funny play here would be Face Dancer in the shadows to fold space. Forcing red to have a way to protect their alliance. But they could go shipping pretty easily here. If we had another bump from somewhere, that would be big. I don't think I want to give red shipping is the problem, but we might have to. We could play in the shadows to grab our Swordmaster here, discard a card. Probably Reconnaissance. Do we just grab our High Council here? 2 Spiceman Slows. Do we have to win a combat? I feel like we're going to have to win a combat to win this game. If that's the case, I feel like shipping up and down to grab Swordmaster or to grab Solari so we can keep economic positioning online. So this would need 1 persuasion. This would use another. So we'd be at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we wouldn't have enough if we did that. We would have to grab. We could actually consider going in the shadows to Mentat. We have 2 daggers in our discard, though, which would definitely lower our chances here. And Mentat hurts our economic positioning ability. Not an easy play. Not an easy play at all. We could also consider selective breeding here with diplomacy, drawing more cards, which feels insane. But it's not the worst option. This gets our point. Do we chase red? No, I don't think so. This is a tough turn, actually. There's so many options available to us here. I feel like we might give up on the Swordmaster now. It's a blessing and a curse to get this. We really want to play our experimentation because playing our next one will give us our point. So I could see a world where we're playing Face Dancer Initiate with experimentation. Do we go diplomacy first? I think we do. I think we need to go selective breeding here. Yeah, give up on any kind of combat potential. This also protects our alliance too, which is good for us. We get rid of, what do we trash? Maybe our diplomacy. Crazy enough. I think we do actually, because we really need our persuasion. Yep. Okay, we are going to give red free shipping here. Is that foolish? I think it's okay. We need to get our Spice Missile this round, and then we'll play experimentation. We'll play in the shadows the High Council, I guess, this round. We really need to get the Spice Missile, right? Oh, someone already went in the shadows? Ugh. This is tough. I actually think we grab High Council, though. As crazy as that seems. Chief is getting annoyed with us. I need to think, though. It's a tournament game. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. Red salty. I'm thinking, though. I'm thinking. I think we have to grab a High Council here for the Spice Slow point. We can pick up another Solari along the way by going Arakeen. Yeah, because we just need to maximize our points at this point. Do we discard something to get this? We can, actually, because we would have 2 Persuasion left. I think that's a good play. So, yeah, we go High Council with this. We discard 1. Gives us a point to 7. We buy Spud Slow. That puts us up to 8. And we would want to play our Experimentation, I guess. So we can start working on getting our point there. 7, 8. Yeah. Okay. And we'd have to get a Spice Slow next round. That's so slow. So very slow. But we have economic positioning behind, too. Yeah, I think this is okay. We go High Council. We're actually going to play a non-Swordmaster game, which is kind of crazy. We'll get rid of Reconnaissance here. So we can take our bump with the Fremen to give us a point. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And that'll enable us to get easier Spice Slows next round, too. Yeah, I like this line of play. I think this is pretty good for us here. It makes our negotiate withdrawal worthless, in a way. But I think it's fine. It's just a persuasion card for us now. Contaminator here for red. They'll just go down to still suits. Put in 1 troop. They elected not to go shipping here, which is very interesting. So we still have this shipping play, which we'll probably take now. It's going to be left available to us like that. Just good. Signet ring here for green. They are going to collect some spice, set up for a Highliner play this round. I think that makes a lot of sense here. Let them get their detonation devices off. They do get the draw off card for the ring. And they will. Nobody has a card that makes it this card. It was in the row. No one bought it, though. I think it got blown away. I think green wins this combat like every time here. They are really just forecasting their Highliner. And we can check their discard, too. Yeah, they have their diplomacy in hand. Oh, a Usurp. I didn't even know. I didn't even see them buy this. They'll play Usurp with the Organ Merchants here. So they can get rid of a Specimen if they want. Not the strongest use. I would actually have really liked to have seen a play with Full-Scale Assault here, but I guess they want to get some Solari for some reason. Yeah, okay, they'll buy the... I'm very surprised they didn't do it with Full-Scale Assault. Get some troops. Then get that out of the row. It does get trashed after you use it, of course. The next card in the row is Embedded Agent. Good card. A little late now. So now we really, really, really want to get off our experimentation here. If we get 2 more experimentations off, we get our point with the Bennett Late Lex track. So we will go experimentation. I think we go up twice, right? Or do we go up and down? Just take our Solari. That is interesting. We could, if we go up, next time we hit interstellar shipping, we can go up and down and grab Chaumarchy, which would be really good for us. What do we have now? 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. So if we play experimentation, we still have enough for the Spice Flow, which is good. Yeah, I like this. So we will go to experimentation here. We'll go up and up, right? Yep, up and up. We'll take our experimentation bump, which will give us 1 extra Solari. Okay. I gotta really hope I didn't mess up and forget that someone does have the card that makes everyone discard, because that would ruin our game for sure. But I really don't think anyone bought it. I could be totally wrong, though. What if someone did? Now I'm starting to lose my sanity with these games. Gola. Are they going to make us discard 2? No, they're not. Okay. Oh, baby. Carino Jeans. So this is the combination you want to see is red here. So this is a victory point. They'll go to Research Station as well. Maybe try to hit a Spice Slow here. So they get the double bump. They get another intrigue card. And they are 1 away from getting the point, which they can easily get by playing experimentation later. And they move on the track. They take the bump. Okay. Probably try to shore up their alliance. They do have the card that reveals for a point here, so they are probably going to go to 7. They'll put a bunch of troops in here. I think green wins this every time, though. I actually think that's a mistake to put those troops in. But it works out for them because I was considering double crossing them. So it ends up being a good move. We have a diplomacy here for green. They're going to go to Highliner, which we suspected. Come over the top of red. So red will lose this. Put in only 3? You want to get that greedy, huh? Yeah, just put them in here. So green can lock up their alliance with the Emperor here, which would be nice. Or they could get one of their points that they're missing. They'd probably go for that, actually. We have a smuggling or an experimentation here for yellow. They'll just grab a little bit of spice. Tiebreaker purposes, move themselves along on the track. Makes sense. Put in 1 troop. Now, I have to decide, do I double cross out yellow? I think I might. 3 spice is pretty good value, and it denies 3 spice to my opponent. I'm glad they limped that troop in. We will reveal. We do have 9 to buy with our High Council, so we get the Spice Must Flow here. We will finally spend our specimens to get a beetle bump, which puts us 1 away. So now we just have to play 1 experimentation to get our point from there, which will put us to 9. And then we really just have to hit the Spice Must Flow next round. And then we have economic positioning to round it all out. We do play the double cross here. The game does not end this round. We will take out yellow. Put ourselves in. Take 3 spice for 1 intrigue card. Pretty good value here. Sorry, yellow. But you are doing pretty well over there. You have 2 side deal points, although you haven't really been doing a good job getting your friendship points. Something to work on. I mean, you're 1 away from 2 of them. And you have an alliance, so you're doing okay. But we have a face dancer with Elisa and Al Gaib, so they will get the bonus bump from this. Where do they want to go, though? The question. Does everyone have their Swordmaster but me? They do. Okay, I'm the only one playing a Swordmasterless beast game of all games. I actually don't know if we're going to be able to hit the spice missile next round. It's the scary part. We don't have a good way to get there. Red will committee form a few more troops here, which I'm actually pretty surprised to see. So they think they can actually take green out in this. We have a dagger here, Mentat. Yep. So they will draw a card, get to delay their action, see what red reveals. Draw a card. They're probably hoping to draw into access to wealth, maybe. Would let them lock up their alliance and get a bunch of daggers out of the big combat card they have. Imperial Shock Trooper is what it's called. I keep just calling it the big combat card. 2 and a dagger for yellow. Dagger does nothing because they're now out of the combat. So they get the point from their guild ambassador. Very good. Bye for them. Hopefully they don't get to see it again before the end of this game. They get their beetle bump here. Putting up to 8. Tying us up. Yeah, their cards have been way better than this game. And look how many cards they've trashed, too. They've been doing a much better deck building game than us, for sure. But we've been scrappy. We've been getting points where we can here, so I'm also satisfied where we're going. And we might be able to get the combat next round. Everyone kind of tuckered themselves out on this one. We have an Imperial Spy here for green. Oh, there's the wealth play. Locking up their alliance and giving them a ton of daggers from hand. So red never wins this now. They will trash it as well to get an intrigue card, which is good. They're at 4. They are going to want to play one if they don't want to be at risk of secret stealing next round. They'll play Quid Pro Quo. Ooh, what a pickup. So that'll lock in this alliance and give them a point here to steal red's alliance. Oh my god, red? Oh, red. Ah, you shouldn't have gotten impatient with me. This is your comeuppance. Oh, baby. And they get a spice here. 5 to buy. Probably not getting anything here, I'd imagine. Imperial Bashar, honestly, is not a bad option. Try to win another combat. Yeah, go for it. Go for it, King. I don't know if they have that many daggers in their deck is the thing, but it's still pretty good. Oh, they have Imperial Shock Trooper, which they will be drawing into next round. Important to keep that in mind. They've maxed out this alliance. Red plays Private Army. Okay. I actually thought, what is green actually at here? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 16. They actually are at 16. Wait, green? Oh my god, green? Oh no, green. You got... Why did you go wealth if you didn't have the Shock Trooper card? You should have put in more troops. Fucking red chases us now. Ugh. Red, you're so annoying. Red's going to take our alliance, actually. Oh, we really need green to win that. That actually bones us so hard here. We got 3 spice. Oof. That is not good. I'm really surprised green didn't have Imperial Shock Trooper there. They played like they did. So we can go selective breeding now to protect our alliance. And I think we have to, which is annoying. Because we really wanted to play our experimentation here. Do we ever just dive into this combat, too, is another question here. I don't think we'd be green, though. Because now green does have Imperial Shock Trooper. Ugh, I can't believe they didn't have it last round. That's so crazy. They should have put more troops in. They got super greedy there. Wow. Okay. So, selective breeding. Not being able to go shipping sucks, though. Because we really wanted to hit a Chomarchy. But the Chomarchy is not actually a point, which we have to remember. Green's going to get the combat here, but they're kind of out of the game now. It's pretty much just red and I who can close out first. So we're going to play our Trusair. Yeah, I think we got to play our Trusair here. And we can go to selective breeding. We could also, honestly, we could also just take interstellar shipping and take the bump with Bene Gesserit too. That also works for us here. And I'm liking that play more and more. Red would have to have a double bump to stop us. Yeah. And then we can maybe play Trusair to there next round. Now, do we, I think we do grab Chomarchy here. Yeah, we do. Do we take the Solari? We also take the Solari. Okay. Just to get our economic positioning going. We do start with a troop because the battle is for Arakeen, and we have our flag on there. Yeah, let's go up and down here. Let's win tiebreakers. We'll go up and down. We'll take our 2 troops. We will not take the spice. We will take the Solari here. We will grab Chomarchy for 2 spice. Really good at the end of the game. Spaceport. We get 2 intrigues. See what we get here. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. We're hitting gold here. We will protect our alliance for sure. And we get our experimentation off to go up to There to go up to 9. I'm loving where we are at right now. So we protected our alliance now. The dream is that we can hit selective breeding on the way back around. Red actually can't block us there, which is kind of cool. They're going to play Dispatch and Envoy to Secrets. Are they still going to try and steal this? They might just have it, actually. If they have the Intrigue card, well played. We can't do anything about it. They have the Intrigue bump. Oh, okay. They just play Recruitment Mission. Interesting. Why are they chasing so hard? They're going to steal. Oh, they want to steal the Intrigue. Okay. We're really hoping they don't get a faction bump out of this. Oh, we're safe. Please, no one go seek selective breeding here. Please, please, please. Gosh darn it. The one I didn't want you to get. Dang. Green got Secret Stolen here. They did get a little punished. Come on, going on this combat. Don't go selective breeding, either of you guys. For the love of God. I think actually yellow goes selective breeding here a lot of the time with Saiyadina, which is unfortunate. Ugh. But that does mean red shouldn't have a way to take the alliance, which is good for us. And then we can also go Mentat with our Trusair, so it's not like the end of the world. We'll see what green wants to do here. Green has been hitting Mentat a lot themselves, so they might just opt for the Mentat play. They really need to go Wealth if they want to get their Shock Trooper online. If selective breeding is open to us here, we are living our best life. We are crushing. We have a Twisted Mentat experimentation, so they will get to pull back whatever agent they send out. They're going to go to Research Station. Okay, draw some cards here. See some better options. I'd imagine they will also send in their Dreadnoughts. Oh, they get a faction bump here. Where they take it? Probably with the Fremen here. Try to get your point. Yep, they will. Please, yellow, for the love of God, do not deny us selective breeding. It'd be so good for me if you did not do that. We'll see what they decide to do. Please, yellow. Find it in your heart. Go Research Station. Go crazy. Uh-oh. Ooh, not uh-oh at all. Usurp with full-scale assault to get a bunch of troops in here without acquiring it. Yeah, I don't think you get the ship. But they will go to Wealth here, get their victory point from there, leaving us selective breeding. Thank goodness they didn't go for the blocking play. We are feeling amazing now. And it gets trashed, of course. Okay, the next card off is Planned Coupling. We play Truthsayer to selective breeding every single time. What do we trash here? We have to keep this now. I think we get rid of In the Shadows. We don't want to see it anymore. It's not good for us here. It doesn't actually give us a bump, but it's okay. So we will draw from selective breeding before using our Truthsayer ability. Okay. We will get rid of our dagger with Truthsayer to draw another card here. Okay. We are slowly working our way there. We have 4, 5, 6, 7. So we're not there yet. Oh, wait, that was our last action. Ooh. So we didn't get there. We actually really needed to get there. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yikes. We miss. Hard. Oh, man, maybe we should have meant Mentat, actually. But we had to protect our alliance, right? Damn. That was a miss and a half. I'm also dumb thinking I still had whatever. But here's the thing. If the game doesn't end, Corner of the Market kind of locks this game in for us. Yeah, all of our high persuasion stuff is in the bottom. Our convincing argument, our recall. We actually had so many draws to get there, too. Just 2 off. Our alliance is safe, though. So now if we buy a Spice Missile next round, we have an endgame here. We have an endgame here. We're feeling super good, actually. We have a Gola here for red with a Missionaria. So they're going to get a double bump. So that was their plan to take our alliance. They just had to get down their other memory first. They're going to give us a little Slar here, which I'm fine with. We didn't want to take the Swordmaster here because of economic positioning, by the way, if you're wondering why I didn't. We just need to keep that online. Red will commit a troop here. Green's third. They will play their dagger. Probably grab High Council. Nope, Mentat. Okay. Also good. Ugh. Yeah, I mean, we had to go selective breeding here to protect our alliance. We couldn't go Mentat first. Sucks we can't end this round, but we still have we have such a strong endgame here. I don't think it's a huge deal if we don't end. The only thing is it does let green come back into the game by winning this combat. We have a Signet Ring here for yellow. They will go draw a bunch of cards. Someone needs to block Still Suits so they can stop them from getting another Saiyadina point. We'll see if anyone does. Ugh, shame we didn't get there. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and a dagger. You hate to see it, folks. But it's okay. We would have had to get like a little bit lucky to get there, so you can't always get what you want. So I think we actually load up on 2 persuasion cards here. So what are we at right now? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We definitely want to take Gene Manipulation for 3. And Iraq is the liaison here. We just want to get as much persuasion into our deck as possible now so we can maximize our corner of the market chances. Yeah, I did miss it. Yeah, we'll take another Iraq's liaison too. Let's just load up our deck here. Try to get there. Ugh. And I don't even know how easy it's going to be for us to get there next round, too. I mean, we'll have a convincing argument. We'll have our negotiate withdrawal. We are going to draw a Spice with slow, which is not ideal. Oh, nice. Red has to play this. So they'll just lock up their alliance here. Get their high council seat. Hopefully they can't afford a Spice with slow. But they freaking got recruitment mission, which is not ideal here. So there's a pretty good chance they can. They elect to take the Spice too, which I think makes sense. No one's really chasing your alliance too hard here. We have a Thufir Hawat for green. They will go to Still Suits. Great block. Great block. Nice. Deny yellow the Saiyadina point this round. I love it. Glad someone found the play. Honestly, I could be typing this into the chat too. They only come in one more troop. Why are you so greedy? I mean, it's fine. They already saw a like some big combat intrigues, but red has 4 combat intrigue cards. They're gonna want to dump one for the next round, so they're not secret stolen. We have an experimentation here for yellow. They're gonna get some troops in. Yeah, they'll just grab a little spice. Continue to move along the track. Put in 2. Try to get some 3rd place or 2nd place awards. We're most likely dropping this here. Oh, they play advanced weaponry. Okay, they'll get a dreadnought in here. Makes sense. So green does have a little bit of competition. And their Sardaukar Shock Trooper, or whatever it's called, Imperial Shock Trooper, is not turned on right now. They did not send an agent to a spot here. Well, they could go conspiring, I guess. Yep. And they move along the track. They get 1 spice. We do win tiebreakers with Chamarchy. So we're actually really nice setup right now. We're effectively at 10 if someone were to end the game right now. Kind of 11 when you consider Chamarchy winning ties. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I guess more like 10.5. They can't get a spice with slow either, which is good for us for sure. It's going to be hard for us to get a spice with slow next round, isn't it? They will pay to get troops here. Okay, I mean, they are at the end of the track. It makes sense to just take the troops now. The beetle bumps don't do anything for you. They will acquire embedded agent. They do have a decent amount of Ben and Gesserit synergies going on, but they are first to shipping next round. But shipping access really loses its appeal once you have all your faction points. So they grab this instead, which is also shipping, but they can put it on top of their deck for some reason. Oh, because they played recruitment mission. Okay. Forgot. They played that earlier. They will also grab planned coupling and put that on top of their deck. So that's a nice combo. Well, actually, never mind. I thought they grabbed embedded agent. I'm dumb. We have a smuggler stopper here for green. They will go collect the Great Flat Spice, draw a bunch of cards. They have 1 action left for a Highliner at the end. So green actually starting to shape up here. We're really unfortunate we couldn't close out the game here with a Spice with flow. That would have been beautiful. But alas, the game does go on. Green's combat engine continues to roll. Reveal here for yellow. Leah Kynes. Plus Saiyadina, 5. Wait, oh yeah, this is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep, Spice was slow. Well done. They didn't get the Saiyadina off, but at least they got 5 persuasion out of it with Leah Kynes, so they're still feeling pretty good. Crazy strong card. Just generated a point right there. And they still have the water if they can somehow cycle back into Saiyadina. We have a Web of Power here for green. Selected breeding. Okay. So they're feeling pretty confident about this combat, I guess. They are not afraid of yellow having a combat intrigue card. We know that green has 2 cards, intrigue cards, that are not combat oriented. And I don't think they've gotten any new intrigue cards this round. So they have Imperial Shock Trooper. They have Imperial Bashar. So they could have a lot of daggers from hand here. Don't get me wrong. But still, they got hard punished last round for not committing enough. And I'm worried they might get punished again. They get a bunch of troops, a bunch of benefits to this as well. They drew like their whole deck here. So we know that they have a lot of swords for sure. So there's the Shock Trooper, there's the Bashar, there's the dagger. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 swords from hand. They go up to 17. Very nice. Oh wait, they have 9 too? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wow, green is becoming scary at the end of this. Okay. Thought we were all friends here. We are tied now at 3. Do we dump our entry card to try and get a new one? I think we do. Yeah, I think we do. Does red counter? They have the ambush. Okay, fair enough. I guess we could have held and see what red did. Actually, I think that was a mistake. Because red went into the combat with 4, so we know they want to play 1. Oh, they play another one. They go ahead of yellow here. Wow. Yellow gets the option now. Kind of nice to see red waste all of their combat entry cards on this one. So we get nothing. Oh, wait. Whoa. Is green gonna get punished again? Oh my god, green. Green, no. Oh no, green. Oh my god. We hope that... So this actually isn't bad for us, because we have endgame and we have Chamarchy. So we actually win here. So we actually... so this is really good for us. So we go to 10, and we have Chamarchy. Green, yeah. Green got punished twice for undercommitting to combats. Insane that Red had all 3 combat intrigues, I will say. Low likelihood of that happening, but still. Wow, we take home another one. What a game. Holy crap. I feel like we just played pretty solid there. We didn't overcommit to one strategy. We kind of try to keep our options open, and we picked up points where we could. I think this was a fun one. We get the best position in our group now, so we get to move straight on past the next round into the, I don't know, quarters or something like that. So I expect to see more Dune Imperium tournament fun. And yeah, good game. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day.